Good morning. Welcome, welcome. So we're going to get started fairly quickly today. Couple of little things. We might do, or we are going to do a couple of standing things where we might want a chair to lean on, or to be able to put a hand on a desk or on the couch, or we might want to be able to lean on the wall. So just have a think about that. So when we come to that part of the class, we're not flustered and we can just go straight into it. I'm just letting one or two more people arrive. And as you come in, settle down, find a comfortable seat, maybe have a little wiggle through neck, through shoulders. Check in with the body, check in with the breath. And as ever, we're looking for this nice upright spine, ribs gently coming in, tummy gently coming in, the lower back rising up out of the pelvis, and the feeling of the weight spreading equally across the bones of the pelvis. Now, can someone just give me a thumbs up that I'm coming through okay? Wonderful. Well, then let's get started. So, finding yourself rooted down, just roll those shoulders back a couple of times. And as the shoulders come back, really squeeze the shoulder blades together, just short of it being uncomfortable, just touching on being uncomfortable. And coming forwards a couple of times, the fingertips on the legs. And then dropping the chin towards the chest, palms on the knees, and just rolling forward. So keeping the upper back upright, the lower back upright, and curling the upper back. So it's this little snail shape, spiraling in, inhaling up. And then maybe open the chest a little bit, engaging the tummy, tiny mini back bend. On the exhale, dropping that chin back down, slowly rolling into this little curled up spiral shape. Inhaling, maybe this time the shoulders roll back, the heart, the chest opens a little bit more. And then finding a place in the middle. I've been thinking a lot about the element of water this week. It is the rainy season in Bali. We've got a huge amount of rain coming in every day. And the use of elements, this kind of language can be off-putting to some people. But at the same time, the appeal is in the simplicity of what they represent. Water is obviously fluid. It will take the shape of any container you place it in. And yet it's very powerful in sufficient quantities. It will reshape continents. If it's too hot, it's dangerous. But also when it's hot, it can move things, power. In the modern world, all our power stations making electricity. So maybe in our practice today, we'll keep coming back to this idea of water, that we're both adaptable and we can move into these beautiful shapes, but also that we're powerful, unstoppable. I'm trying to hold on to both of those ideas. It's a very balanced set of ideas around water. So maybe picturing something like the ocean, some kind of powerful water. And trying to take a little bit of that into yourself. Let's blink open the eyes. Deep breath in. Hope the breath's feeling really good for everybody. And let's reach those arms up. Exhale, right hand down, left hand over the head. Inhale it up so we're flowing, we're strong. Over to the other side. Just make it beautiful, unstoppable, but life-giving. Flowing left to right. Coming as deep as you can without collapsing into the arm. The belly is really nice and strong. Brilliant. When you've evened that out, we're going to come, of course, to our twists. So we're twisting towards the right hand behind, left hand outside of that right knee. Reset the shoulders, crown of the head up, chin controlled. Inhaling, lengthen to the spine, controlling the tummy. Exhaling, twisting a little deeper. Inhaling to center, and the same the other side. Exhaling to our left. And once more each side. So inhale up, thinking of that beautiful flowing action. Exhaling to the other side. See how far you can twist from the tummy before we drop the hands, so we get the most out of the core that we can. Inhale to the middle, and again, try not to drop the hands until you have to as we come round to this final side. Really working from the belly here, opening and then dropping the fingers. Awesome. Inhale back to the center. If you are sitting on something, take it to one side, put that out the way. And we're going to come down onto the back for some core work. So I'm just adjusting my battery pack. Come down onto your backs, please. Soles of the feet on the floor. Yeah, come on, get down there. Lovely. Okay, I just don't want to squash the batteries. So, first off, rock the pelvis back and forth just a little bit. And you can feel the lower back come into its natural curve. And then as we tuck the pelvis through, we can feel the back pattern. So just rocking the pelvis forwards and back a little bit, seeing how the lower back is feeling. Then let's move the feet slightly apart, and we'll start to get a nice rolling across the pelvis, across the lower back. So my shoulders and the back of the head are completely relaxed. The arms are really heavy, like wet sand, and the movement is coming from the core. The legs are following the direction of the hips, rather than the hips being moved by the knees. The knees are just coming along for the ride. And if that's feeling yummy, but you're ready for more, let's get the feet up. Now here, as we bring the feet up and we start to roll, again, the temptation is to put this into the lower back. So keep it small to start with. Keep the back of the ribs on the floor. Make sure the shoulders are staying rooted. When you find that when you're comfortable that you can do this without losing the core, make it a little bit bigger. So we're just coming back and forth, rolling across the pelvis, feet off the ground. And we're keeping those shoulders on the ground. Anything we feel in the lower back, we've gone too far. We're not using the core anymore. We've started using the psoas and all these muscles that get grumpy from us sitting around all day. So we want to make a tummy strong, the deep internal core muscle strong. If you're ready, maybe try straightening the legs a little bit. This is immediately stronger. Careful with the back. Don't want to overdo the back at the beginning of the class. Feel into your body. Play with your edges. Really nice. Everyone's going to have slightly different needs in this movement. Next time you come to the middle, stop the movement. And we're going to pick the head up off the floor, pick the shoulders up off the floor. The knees are still bent, the shins are parallel to the floor. And we're going to take some little sort of bicycle style movements. So the fingertips will come to the head, the elbows are wide. Inhale, strong tummy, and then as you exhale, right foot forwards and up 45 degrees, right elbow left knee. Inhale here. Exhale back to neutral. Inhale. Exhale other side. So keep this slow and controlled. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. How far can you bring the shoulder up off the mat? How's the face? Trying to screw the face up. We're not moving the face. Nice. Rest for a second. Knees down, head down, shoulders down. Couple of rocks through the pelvis if that feels nice. It usually does. And then let's pick it up again. And this time, let's just extend those legs away. If this is too much, pop the head and shoulders back on the mat. Otherwise, head and shoulders are lifted. Toes are coming back towards the face. Feet are strong. And then right leg down. Inhale it back up. Left leg down. Anytime you need to, you rest the head and shoulders. And we're just alternating with the breath. Starting to build a little heat in the tummy. Building up these deep core muscles are going to enable us to have a happy back and really beautiful functional movement in our life. Okay, last, let's say 4. Can we do both legs? Probably not going to come as deep. Don't lose the lower back. Don't lose the belly. 2 more. Inhale up. Last one we're going to hold. Exhale, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And let it go, flop it out. Great job. Really great job. It's going to be a little bit core-tastic this morning. Now let's come to rolling on the spine. Again, start nice and gentle. So we might just start, hands on the back of the thighs, and just rolling the tailbone off a little bit. And as we're ready, we can tuck the chin and start to roll through the whole spine. Maybe the feet even are coming behind. Maybe the fingertips land behind, and you experiment with how much spring can come into the movement. Keep going. And maybe you can spring onto the feet and roll back. Maybe one foot and roll back. I nearly fell over, the other one. And roll back. So find an edge. Find something you can do and keep doing it. And together, next time you come forwards, let's find ourselves in a little Navasana, a little soft Navasana, a boat pose. So hands can be on the back of the thighs. Legs can be nice and soft. Maybe there's a little rounding here in the body. Have a little flop, a little flap about. And really, where's working? Here's working. Everything else soft. Maybe we can open it out a bit like a Pilates 100. Bring it back in. Playing in our water here. It's very strong, it's very soft. If you want, extend the legs. Option, you may fall over. See if you might find the toes for this bound Navasana. Possibly Hasta Padangusthasana Navasana. Maybe. I might be making that up. Lovely. Very nice. Beautiful. Let go the right foot. Lower it down. Pick it up. Other side. Amazing job. Amazing job. One more each side. Right leg down. Maybe there's a twist. Bring it in. Last one. Left foot down. Maybe there's a little twist here. Maybe we're rolling around on our backs. If we are, let's smile. Wherever we are, let's smile. Feet up. Toes away. Extend it out nice and slow. Nice and slow. Coming down to the mat. Once again, flop. So one thing we want to get from our yoga is the ability to come from tense to completely relaxed very, very quickly. So we develop the ability in real life to go to this Rest and relaxation state and have it available. Flop. 2 more breaths. Get real heavy. And then let's draw the knees in, roll to the side of your choosing, and we'll come up to all fours. Now find your tabletop position. Very nice. So, I don't need to tell you guys, but of course we've got the toes tucked, and these toes are really strong. They're pushing us forwards. The wrists are underneath the shoulders. And we'll start with a few spine dips here in our tabletop. So you may want to move the hands just a little bit further apart, the index fingers pointing forwards, and we're just dipping the spine like we're squeezing a pen between our shoulder blades. Inhale up, dipping the spine. So the rest of the body isn't moving, and we're taking a few of these spine dips. If this isn't doing anything, knees off the floor, keep going, core stable, lower back. Really happy here. Why? Because the core's working. Couple more. Okay. Now, knees up or not, let's reach that right leg back. Maybe right leg, left hand. Maybe curl it in under the body. Extend it away. One more. Extend it away. Put it down. Keep the knees up if they're up. Ready for the other side. Left leg. Going away. Right hand. Knees bent. Exhale under the body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale long. Hand and foot down. Wiggle it out. Twisting the heels from side to side. Little steps. Twisting the hips. Walking the feet towards the hands. Coming to a nice soft forwards fold. So in our forward fold, we want to find ease. This is one of our restful postures. So bend the knees until the chest lays itself on the thighs. Let the head be very heavy. And then the bum going back a little bit, lifting up, lifting from the tummy. Head and shoulders full of that wet sand again. Unfold the spine. And then let the hands come up. Inhale. Maybe a small back bend. Exhale the hands through the heart center. And out to Tadasana, our mountain pose. Awesome. Inhale into chair. So in the chair, depth is okay, but what we want is the feet to feel even and the back to feel happy. The rest comes with strength, developing flexion. But if we're like, all screwed up like this, come back a bit, find the breath. Pull the weight into the left foot. Inhale, float the right knee. Left knee still a little bit soft, a little bit of bounce. Exhale. Slow motion. Hands can come down if they need to. Try to keep them off. Slow motion. Right foot back for our lunge. And we'll bend the back knee and come down. Find our low lunge. Toes, good strong toes. So see with these toes, they should be working so hard you feel like you could spring. So they're really, really, really energized. If the knee's unhappy, blanket under the knee, cushion, fold the mat over. Be comfortable. It's not a knee torture session. Add the hands. Let's inhale up. I'm going to walk that front foot forwards a little bit And keeping the tummy in, and I'm tucking the pelvis under, just leaning in to that thigh, opening the front of the thigh here. Exhale, straightening that front leg a little bit. Toes can come off. Here, if you wanted to, fingertips could come onto some blocks or books, anything like that, or they can reach down to the floor. And then we'll inhale, strengthen the back foot, open up, low crescent lunge. Don't throw the head back unless you're sure. Exhale, pushing off the front toes onto the heel, coming back towards our half splits. Speed it up a little bit. Inhale forwards, open. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale it forwards. Exhale it back. Last one. Inhale it forwards. This time, as we exhale, left hand down towards the thigh, right hand up high. A little twist here in our lunge. Exhale. Hands frame the front foot. Pick up the back knee. Step it back for our high plank. Give the head a little shake. Something I got from one of my most favorite teachers. Just it's like a big floppy dog, floppy face, and you just shake it out just to reset everything. Knees down if you need to, otherwise hold your plank. Really nice. First one, let's all come down via the knees. Drop those knees, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, chest to the ground. Untuck the toes. Inhale, baby cobra. These toes are working. They're dragging us up. Hips are pushing into the floor. Exhale. One more baby cobra. If you want, float the hands. Exhale. Last one, add the feet if you want, or just stay where you're comfy. And exhale it back down. Hands are planted, toes are planted. Inhale, exhale, bum back to the heels and up, downward dog. Pedal it out. Take a couple of nice cleansing sighs. Breathe out through the mouth. And we're going to introduce this corkscrew motion. So have a quick look at me just to check you know what's going on. And we'll just turn the heels to one side and we'll bend the knees and we'll drop the bum towards the heels. Straighten it up. Exhale. So we're turning the feet so they come towards 90 degrees, parallel to the mat, parallel to the short edge of the mat. And we're dropping the bum as far as we can. Hands are working really hard. And if you're feeling happy in this move, you can see what happens if you put weight into one hand or the other. And you can get these really beautiful openings through the rib cage. So a couple more each side. Your pace, your depth. And then straighten those legs up a little or a lot. Look between the hands. Inhale, crouch, bend the knees. Exhale, step, or maybe float up to the front of the mat. Exhale. Nice forward fold. Bend the knees deeply. Inhale it up. Inhale it up. Hands high. Maybe that baby back bend. Hands through heart on the exhale out to the side. Lovely job. Let's inhale it up. Exhale. Come down maybe with a flat back. Find the hands on the floor. And then we're inhaling up to find our chair. Maybe drop the bum a little lower this time. See what has to happen in the ankles to enable the depth without losing the spine. Weight into the right foot this time. Inhaling the left knee up. A little bit of bounce still in the right knee. Left foot floppy. Inhale, then exhale. Again, we're stepping back in slow motion, coming towards our low lunge, but taking our time. Planting the toes, dropping the knee, panting the knee once again if the knee's uncomfortable. When you're ready, let's get those arms in. Low crescent lunge. We really want the length in the thigh rather than dropping the belly here, yeah? We want pushing off those back toes. When you're ready, exhaling, lifting the front toes. And we're coming into this little half splits flow again. Inhaling forwards, maybe the hands come up. Maybe they're on the floor, exhaling back. Again, your depth of this. This might be a very small movement. How's the hamstring? The main thing is to feel the stretch in the front of the hip coming forwards and in the back of the long leg coming back. As long as we're getting that stretch, we're getting the intended result. And next time we're going to come to that twist. So we're inhaling forwards. And this time the right hand is dropping to the back of the left thigh, the left shin. Maybe we're turning to look back at the back foot. And then windmill the hands forwards. Plant them either side of that front foot, pick up the back knee. And again, let's step it back for our high plank here. And if you want, you can come straight down, knees, chest, chin, or you can join me for a couple of spine dips here in our high plank. Bringing the shoulder blades together on the exhale. Inhaling spine up between the shoulder blades. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Last one. Exhale. Inhale. And then knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Let's find our way to the mat. Great job. Make a pillow for the forehead with the backs of the hands. Rest the forehead down onto the fingers. And again, you may need to put something under your knees for this. Please feel free to do so if you do. And we're going to see if we can pick up the right foot and bend it back towards the buttocks, lengthening it away. And coming to the other side, so left toes point, we reach away, bend that foot towards the buttocks. Now, let's pick up the head and the chest, and we'll bring the left arm more in the middle, so it's going to stabilize us. Inhale, right toes reach away. Exhale, foot comes back towards us. And then inhale. So we really open the chest, open the shoulder, grab hold of the foot. Now, there's two stretches here. If you kick the foot away, we're opening the shoulder out. If you press the foot towards the buttocks, we're stretching the quads. So we'll take a couple of breaths each way. Looking forwards, inhale, open the chest, exhale, kick the top of the foot into the hand, and we really feel that shoulder opening back. This is like our dancer's pose. Maybe you can move the front arm in a bit, and you can increase the depth of the back bend. When you're ready, relax it, relax it. Turn to have a look at that foot. I can see my knees come out to the side. I'm going to bring my knee back in. And then we're going to be drawing the foot towards the buttock. So we may draw it just outside to help the knee not run away, if that's a problem for you as well. Maybe the hand can come on top of the foot, and then we're turning back to look forwards. And you might lengthen the head back down. Top of the left toes pushing into the ground, hips are pushing into the ground. So it shouldn't hurt the back at all. Again, we're feeling this in the front of the hip, and in the quads. Exhale, gently let the foot go. Reset the arms, put the head back down and just wiggle the hips. Let the buttocks be really, really soft. And then we're going to come to the other side. So the right arm is coming a little bit more in front this time. We're going to inhale the back foot up. Exhale, and then we're opening up on the inhale. Open it up, open it up, open it up. Take a hold of that foot there. And again, we're doing the shoulder first. So inhaling up, finding our back bend, kicking the top of the left foot into the left hand. Tummy strong, right toes dragging us down. And then when you're ready, change it over, relax, reset the knee if you need to. And on an exhale, we're drawing that foot into the buttocks or just outside. Remember, if the lower back starts hurting, just come out a little bit until it relaxes. When you're ready, let go of that foot. Once again, resting the forehead down and just wiggling the hips. Wiggle it out, wiggle it out. Nice. Tuck the toes, and we're going to come back to our downward dog. Maybe through a push-up, maybe through child's pose. And when we get back here, again, pedal the feet, one foot then the other. Maybe bend the knees a bit more. And then let's corkscrew. Heels going left, knees going right, bum coming low. Inhale to the center, exhale. Heels to the right, knees to the left. Inhale to the center, and then let's float the right leg on the next inhale. So again, imagining we're like trying to kick shut the top kitchen cupboard door. So we're really extending that heel away to push back rather than flinging from the hip, pushing away. Exhaling, lowering the left heel. Inhaling, coming up onto the ball of the left foot, tiptoes on the left foot. Exhale, lower that heel. Inhale, up onto the ball of the foot. Exhale, bend the right knee, open the hips. Reset the shoulders. Let's take some big circles with that right knee. Draw some big circles in the air. And the other way. And then reset the hips. Inhale the leg long. Exhale, step it through. Inhale up, high crescent lunge. So if you can send that back heel away, and the knee might come towards straighten with that. Don't lose the tummy. Keep the pelvis tucking under. Leaning forwards. Maybe the hands might come back. Weights into the front foot. Can we inhale up to find a warrior 3? Hands could be out to the side, in front, or in prayer. Now listen up. We're going to drop that left hand towards the mat. Maybe we're on the fingertips. And we're coming into our reverse half moon, hand on the floor. We're looking to the right. Opening the chest. And turn the gaze back to the standing hand. Step that back foot through. Both hands down. Shake it out. Flop it out. Let that go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Step it back, downward dog. A little twist with the hips. Inhale, left foot back and up. Coming up onto the toes of the right foot, inhale. Exhale, dropping the heel down, 2 more. Inhaling up onto the ball of the foot. Exhaling it back down. Inhaling it up, and this time as we exhale, opening the hips, bending the knee, and we're taking those big circles with the knee again. 3 or 4 one way. Imagining we're painting a big O with the knee. 3 or 4 the other. And then we're resetting the hips, inhaling the leg back and high. Exhale, stepping the left foot through. Inhaling, crescent lunge, high crescent lunge, upright lower spine, touch pelvis, extending the back heel away, opening the thigh. And ready, know what's coming, transitioning the weight to the front foot, pushing off the toes, and we're coming up, warrior 3, left leg down, open the heart. How's the breath? Another big breath here. And then this time, right fingers come down. When you've got your balance, maybe you can open up, finding this Paravrita Ardha Chandrasana, reverse half moon. Soften the shoulders. Exhale, left hand down. Step the right foot through. Forward fold, and then rolling up on the inhale. So I said at the beginning we'd want something to lean on. We're going to do that now. I'm going to get my little chair here. You might just put a hand on the wall, on the desk. And this is really an introduction because we don't have that much time. It's just some leg swings. So you might also put one foot on a block so the leg can swing freely, but that makes it a bit harder. It's not essential. I'm just coming forwards and back. Really loose in the hip socket. And this is something which I've been a bit lazy with, but it's all about the daily practice with this. Maybe 30 twice. Let's do 10 or 15 there. Let that go. Settle it down. Check in with the hips. Temptation is to drop the floating foot. Try to level the feet out. Energy through the floating foot. And we're coming out to the side. 10 reps. This is your strength for your half moons, for your floating transitions, splits. Last one, slowly. And we'll do one more movement here and we'll change sides. And we're going to come across the body. So swinging it across the body. Like you wanted to kick a ball over the opposite shoulder. Don't worry how far you're coming through. I did loads of these earlier in the year. And our joints open up pretty quickly once you get into slightly bigger sets. Let that go. Step off the brick if you are on one. And a little jump up and down. A little shake it out. Other side. Obviously, you can do this without something to lean on. But to develop the form, it's better to have the help. So, left leg, forwards and back. Let's go. Lovely. Keep it in there. Really nice. One more. Let it go. Level the feet out, level the hips out. And we're coming out to the side. When you're ready, lifting it out to the side. The temptation is very much to compensate and lean over. Try not to do it too much. If you did ballet when you were a kid, this will probably be really easy. If you've never done anything like it before, it's probably like, what the fuck? And that's okay. Just strengthen the joints. And nice, let that one go. Last one, across the body. Really nice core control. I can see from everyone in the live session. Awesome. And let it go. Lovely. Once again, just shake that out. Get rid of any clutter. Let's play with our little crow hops once more before we come down to the floor. So inhale it up. Feet slightly further apart. Exhale. Malasana. Nice soft Malasana. Heels might be up. That's fine. Find your yogic squat this morning. And for our crow hops, you see the knees are coming around the outside of the triceps. So I'm not trying to get the triceps on the knees. This is your kind of classical crow. I'm going for more of a baby soft crow here. And hands are nice and soft. And we're leaning into those arms and we're finding our little hopping crow. And we're taking our crow for a walk up and down the mat. And if this crow wants to fly a bit longer, you let your crow fly, but we're keeping it in hops. So not holding, we're bouncing around. Maybe turn around. Imagine that there's 15 other crows hopping about with you. So one day we'll be back in the studios. You can hop around each other, hop under each other. It's good fun. And bringing these changes of direction in, really helping to develop your balance. Awesome. Let me get that chair out of shot. Hop yourselves back to the front of the mat. So we're going back in our Malasana. And okay, from here, pick the bum up. And maybe we can try a hop back to find our plank, or maybe we step back to find our plank. Come back to downward dog. And pick the right leg up. On the inhale. Exhale, step it forwards. We're coming to our lizard lunge. So right foot outside the right hand. Settling here now. Again, you can see it's the same stuff we've already been working on. We're opening the front of the thigh here. Some people like to roll the foot off. See how that feels. And maybe you can bring right hand to inside of the right thigh. My knee's still up, but you can drop the knee. Absolutely, you can drop the knee. Opening the chest. Drawing that right hip open. So it's quite strong here. And exhale, let's get that back down if it's up still. Inhale to kick up the toes and open it up just like we did earlier. And we've got the top of the foot again. With the knee, here's the tip. Don't be on the point of the knee, that will hurt. Try to come forward so you're on the top of the thigh rather than on the kneecap. It'll be much more comfortable. So again, inhaling, exhaling. Inhale, kick the foot into the hand, open the shoulder, open the chest. And if it's there, for some of you it might be, you can come down to the forearm and really lean into that grounded thigh. Really, you want to feel a really strong stretch in the thigh. And then exhale. Let that go. Back onto both hands in a lizard lunge. And then let's just have a play with this. We've got enough time for one more little play. Just see if we could rock away from that front foot and maybe we could find a hand underneath there. If we could find the hand, maybe the back knee could come up. Maybe the other hand could come off. Maybe there's a bind here. If there's a bind here, maybe the back foot can step in. Exhale. And maybe we could inhale and come from lizard to bird of paradise. Or maybe you got lost. If you're in your bird of paradise, gently bend the knee, step it back down, back foot goes away again, release the hands, plant the hands down, right foot back, downward dog. Got cables everywhere here. Okay. So last side. Let's come to our lizard. Inhale the left leg high. Maybe give that foot a little rotate, a little shake. And then we step it through. Left hand, left foot outside, left hand. Lizard. And again, we're just spending a few breaths here, trying to get the front of the thigh open. So that right heel is pushing away. We're drawing through. And when we inhale the left hand up, exhale, place it on the inside of the left thigh and draw that thigh away. So we've got like a strong opening through the hips, small back bend, shoulders rooted, back knee can go down if it wants to. And then we're all going to drop the back knee. Again, inhaling left hand up, exhaling, coming onto the front of that thigh and kicking the foot into the hand again. Opening the heart, opening the shoulder. Really nice. And if it's there, coming down to the forearm, increasing the intensity of the stretch in the right front hip flexor. Good breath. Your water, give it time. You'll conquer it. Release the foot. Both hands back inside. That left foot, left leg forwards, lizard lunge. Well, have a play with the balance again. If you took it on the first side, and just come along the steps you can come along with. So we started with the knee down. And just like in our coming back to our half splits we did at the beginning, we're rocking back a little bit and we're just seeing if this hand might come under the leg. If we're finding it's there, the next step is the back knee comes up. Maybe the arm reaches out and maybe the other arm reaches out. So we're in an aeroplane, left foot forwards, left shoulder under left knee. The next stage is the hands meet behind the back. If they're going to, they'll meet easily. And the next bit is on an exhale, you step the back foot through. So you want to end up with the feet in a normal mountain pose at the front. Then we lift on the inhale. And maybe on the exhale, extend away the leg. Now on the exhale, bend the knee. Slowly lower it back down. Right foot steps back. Relax the hands down. Drop the back knee. Step the other foot back. And let's come for child's pose. Lovely rest in child's pose. Buttocks dropping over the heels. Head is maybe resting on two fists. And then as the back lengthens, slowly take one fist to a flat hand, two flat hands, and perhaps the forehead finds the mat. Maybe the arms stretch away. Maybe they reach towards the toes. Letting whatever we just did flow away along with any feelings. Settling, just like water after a storm. And the ripples slowly fade away. Gently roll up to a kneeling position. And then rolling onto one hip or the other. Extend the legs in front. And we'll come for our nice restorative Paschimottanasana. And the heels are on the floor. Maybe drawing the flesh out from the sitting bones. We're flopping, just like in our front fold, standing front fold, flopping the torso onto the thighs. Neither dropping the chin down or stretching the chin up. Nice neutral neck. And as we take a few breaths over the next sort of 30 seconds, we see how long we can keep the body heavy on the thighs. So we slowly slide the heels away. And maybe you move the heels away an inch or two, and you find the body heavy. And you move the heels an inch or two, and again, just heavy on the legs. Maybe you caterpillar forwards a little further over the thighs as the back opens up. Eyes are soft or closed here. And finding the depth that's right for you right now. There's no strain, there's no pulling. It's just a flopping, resting on the thighs. The head is heavy. Maybe the head comes down towards the shin if we're low enough that the neck isn't strained. Otherwise, just keep the head floating a little bit. Trust that if you're kind to your body and have just a little bit of perseverance, the depth will come. We're going to roll up. So lift from the belly, lifting up in this nice C shape. The head comes up last. And we're going to come down onto the back. So, in your own time, finding your way down. If you're ready for your Shavasana now, you go ahead and take Shavasana. Otherwise, we're going to come through a small back bend and a twist. I'm just going to cue you through bridge, but feel free to take a different back bend if that's what you want. Heels under the knees, feet are engaged, backs of the palms, backs of the hands on the mat. Try to slide the feet away, like you're trying to push your head towards the opposite wall, but break it with the shoulders and let those opposing forces raise the hips. Again, there's no need for the back to be sore here because the lower back shouldn't be doing the work. Driving the toes away, quads are working, adductors are working, glutes are working. Maybe if we push away through the toes a little more, the heart opens a little more, the hips come a little higher. When you're ready, like you're laying down a sheet of fresh pasta, gently rolling the spine, slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, down onto the mat, like the precious thing that it is. And finally, our twist. We're leaving the shoulders heavy and we're moving the left hip point over towards the right, above the right hip point. The knees could be bent, the top leg could be straight. Trying to find this rotation in the hips, heavy, heavy shoulders. Big breath in, big sigh out. Ah. Gently, gently lifting back to neutral. Maybe scooch the hips a tiny bit to the right, and then we'll twist over to the left, taking your supine twist to the left. Shoulders heavy, right hip bone coming towards being above the left hip bone. More soft, can you make the face? And again, a big breath in, feeling the whole body. And a releasing sigh, a beautiful sigh out. Ah. Inhaling yourself back to center. Sometimes I lift the head and the shoulders up just to make sure I'm lying straight. And exhaling, laying the head and shoulders back down. And maybe the legs go long and the feet roll out. Maybe the feet stay on the floor, and knees touching if the lower back is a bit tweaky. Or any other Shavasana variant you know and you know your body would like. Making yourself comfortable here. If you have something to hand, maybe you cover the eyes. And then returning our attention to the fluid-like elements of our being. Not only are we comprised of a huge amount of water, but we're full of the blood and the lymph, the synovial fluid, and these liquids that are constantly pumping around the body, both soft and giving us form at the same time. Wondering how you can take these principles of totally changeable nature and yet unstoppable force into your day, knowing that given time your will happen, will be achieved. Take a big breath in. Just have a big sigh out. Maybe a little smile to yourself. And gently, very, very gently, bring the fingertips to the temples. Just make some little circles at the temples. Maybe the index fingers just brushing the ear. Just gently circling. If there's one thing the pandemic's really taken from us, it's an abundance of touch. I was taking a few seconds. Maybe we're drawing the fingertips across the forehead from the center out to the temples. Maybe the fingertips rest at the temples and we bring the thumb to the jaw and just gently, tenderly circling the digits on the face. Bring the fingertips to the corners of the mouth and just encourage a sweet, sweet smile to yourself for being awesome. And then let that go, and in your own way, maybe rolling to the side or rolling on the spine. Let's come to sit together at the front of the mat. Nice comfy seat. Let the eyes stay closed for just a little longer. Feel that softness and that strength. We'll close with a single chant of Om. Inhaling the hands up above the head. Exhale the hands to the heart. And then we're going to inhale for Om. Gently, gently bow the forehead towards the fingertips. Thanks and gratitude to yourself for this practice, for being here this morning, or whenever it is that you're listening to my voice. If you wish, bowing head and hands to the ground, acknowledging the wonder of existence and yourself. Thank you, yogis. Namaste. Okay, awesome. Hope everyone's feeling really great.